Welcome to our comprehensive guide on OSHA Heavy Manufacturing Fines for 2026. Today, we are focusing specifically on Lockout, Tagout compliance procedures. In the world of industrial safety, there is no room for error. Failure to control hazardous energy can lead to catastrophic injuries or fatalities. OSHA is more serious than ever about enforcement. In 2026, we are seeing a significant increase in the monetary penalties for violations. This video will walk you through the essential steps to stay compliant and protect your workforce. The official name of the safety standard is 1910.147. This regulation covers the servicing and maintenance of machines where the unexpected startup or release of stored energy could cause harm. In heavy manufacturing, the equipment is massive. The power involved is immense. We are talking about electrical, hydraulic, pneumatic, and mechanical energy. There are also thermal and chemical energy sources to consider. If a worker is clearing a jam or fixing a motor, and that machine turns on, the results are often deadly. This is why the Lockout-Tagout process is a critical part of every workday. Let us talk about the money because it is a major concern for companies this year. OSHA has adjusted their fine structures to keep pace with inflation and to act as a stronger deterrent. For 2026, a single serious violation can cost a company over $16,000. If OSHA determines a violation is willful or repeated, the price tag jumps significantly. We are now seeing fines exceeding $160,000 per instance. For a heavy manufacturing facility with dozens of machines, the total cost of a single inspection can reach into the millions. These fines are designed to make non-compliance much more expensive than the safety measures themselves. OSHA is also using more drone inspections and digital audits to find these violations in 2026. Compliance starts with a solid written procedure. You cannot just put a lock on a switch and call the task done. There is a precise 6-step process that OSHA inspectors look for during an audit. The first step is preparation. The authorized employee must know the type and magnitude of the energy. They must understand the hazards and the specific method to control them. Step 2 is machine shutdown. The machine must be turned off using the normal stopping procedures. Step 3 is machine isolation. This means physically disconnecting the machine from all energy sources. You are not just turning it off, you are cutting the tie to the power supply entirely. Step 4 is the application of Lockout-Tagout devices. This is where the physical locks and tags are placed on the energy isolating devices. Each worker involved must have their own personal lock. You cannot share a lock, and you cannot use a lock that belongs to a supervisor. Step 5 is the control of stored energy. Even after you turn off the power, there might be pressure in a hydraulic line or a heavy part held up by gravity. All stored energy must be relieved, disconnected, or restrained. This might involve bleeding a valve or lowering a heavy arm. The final and most critical step is verification. This is often called the tri-step. You must attempt to start the machine using the normal controls to ensure it will not move. If the machine stays still, you are safe to begin the work. Why do companies in heavy manufacturing get fined so often? The biggest mistake is failing to have machine-specific procedures. OSHA requires a written document for every unique piece of equipment in your shop. You cannot have a one-size-fits-all approach for a massive press and a small conveyor belt. Each machine has different energy sources and different ways to isolate them. Another common violation is the lack of proper training. Workers must be trained as either authorized or affected employees. Authorized employees are those who perform the lockout. Affected employees are those who work around the machines but do not perform the maintenance. Everyone in the building needs to know what a lock and tag represent. OSHA also requires an annual periodic inspection. This means a supervisor or a designated person must watch an authorized employee perform a lockout tagout procedure. They must document this inspection and ensure the procedure is still effective. In 2026, inspectors are looking very closely at these laws. If your records are incomplete or missing, you are looking at a heavy fine. It is not enough to do the work, you must be able to prove you did it with a paper trail. These inspections help identify if workers are getting complacent or if new machines were added without a procedure being written. Beyond the fines, we must consider the human cost. When a company ignores lockout tagout, they are gambling with the lives of their staff. Amputations and crushing injuries are common in heavy manufacturing when energy is not controlled. These injuries change lives forever and can destroy a company culture. A strong safety culture starts at the very top. Management must provide the resources and the time for workers to follow these procedures properly. In a fast-paced production environment, it is tempting to cut corners to save 10 minutes. OSHA is specifically looking for this type of behavior during their 2026 audits. They want to see that safety is prioritized over production speed. In 2026, technology is helping with compliance in new ways. Some companies are using digital lockout tagout systems. These systems use mobile tablets and electronic locks to track the process in real time. While OSHA still requires physical isolation, these digital tools provide an extra layer of verification and record keeping. They can prevent a worker from skipping a step by requiring a photo of each lock as it is applied. However, even with the best technology, the basic rules of the OSHA standard still apply. No piece of software can replace the basic physical lock and the careful verification by a trained worker. Another area where OSHA is focusing in 2026 is the control of contractors. If you bring in an outside company to fix your machines, you are both responsible for lockout tagout. You must communicate your procedures to the contractor, and they must communicate theirs to you. If a contractor gets injured on your site, OSHA will likely fine both companies. This coordination is a major point of emphasis for inspectors this year. Make sure you have a sign-in process that includes a safety briefing for every visitor who will be touching your machinery. In conclusion, stay